Many tips for a new married couple. Well, thanks for the Fiverr SFG Rain in regards to tips for a new married couple. Let me go down the list of things that I think are most positively impactful. First and foremost, both of you need to be saved. So if your wife isn't already saved, make sure you get her saved, right? Give her the gospel. Help her to understand the gospel. It's a lot easier for a man to lead his wife spiritually than the other way around. So shouldn't be too difficult. Assuming she is already saved, however, you need to be constantly in your word. You need to be constantly seeking God and nourishing, that relationship you have with God. I find that the man sets the tone. And also, a woman's emotional fluctuations are really not a big deal. You know what I mean? But your emotional fluctuations is a huge deal. So you want to be trying to walk in the spirit 24/7. You feel me? And no one's perfect. So that's why when you do slip up and you aren't walking in the spirit in the way you address or deal with your wife, it is very important that you remind yourself that God told us that we should love our wives the way Jesus loves the church. When you think about how forgiving and loving and merciful and patient Jesus is with us, how much he sacrificed. He gave his life for us even whilst we were still sinners. Remember, that's the temperament you're supposed to have. Don't complain. And I don't even mean just about her. Try not to complain, period. You know what I mean? No one's perfect with that either. Sometimes you're just having a really bad day and she's the only person there to listen. But try not to complain. Try not to complain. Try not to complain about anything. Be very quick to forgive. Don't hold grudges. Be very quick to say sorry as well. And not the, please don't be mad at me, I'm sorry. It's if you did or said something that was mean or cold or unloving, then apologize for it. Even if it was inspired by her being or doing something mean, cold, unloving, or disrespectful. You do not respond with that energy. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like your wife is being disrespectful, the best way to address it is to calmly bring it to her attention. And if she is in a woman mode and so she's having attitude still, even you bring it up, so when you remove yourself from the situation, do not engage, do not argue, don't fight, just remove yourself from the situation. If you even need to leave the house, I'll do that, bro. I'll just be like, go down to the store, cool off. Maybe you go to another room. You don't always got to leave the house. Maybe you go to another room. There's no point in engaging with somebody who is being very, upset. It's not going to lead to productive discourse. Sometimes you just need some silence, some room. And then when they are calm, which shouldn't take too long, right? Could just be, 30 minutes later. And they're calm, you come back around. And yeah, it's just practice. It's practice. There's no perfect playbook. If every woman is different as well. Every woman is different. Get to know what your woman needs from you emotionally. You feel me? Get to know what your woman needs from you emotionally. And don't be frustrated by the fact that your woman's needs may not seem reasonable to you. You know what I mean? Don't get frustrated just because you don't have those needs, or your needs, you guys don't prioritize the same emotional, requirements, or you gotta get to know what she needs emotionally, working from that point of view, working from that perspective. For instance, like with my wife needs a very gentle touch. You know what I mean? My wife is like she's a very soft, gentle person, but if you approach her with aggression, she can also become very not aggressive. It's not aggressive isn't the right word necessarily. I don't know, the closest thing I can think of is a hedgehog, right? A hedgehog has a very like vulnerable side to it, but when it feels under attack, it curls up in a ball, and really it's just trying to hide. It's just trying to defend itself. But from the outside, it looks like it's actually attacking you. You're just presented with all of these sharp spikes that hurt if you know, get stuck by one. Like, I understand that, you know, I have to be very gentle and understanding. If I always approach her from a position of like reminding her in every interaction, I have to try and, you know, embody I love you. I still love you. I notice whenever I keep that in mind, you know, things just sort themselves out very quickly. Anyway, so that you need to become very conscious, very aware. You need to like study your woman, know how to deal with that.